markers, blurred lines, fighting like hell to try to keep my eyes wide open. Always running from, running to, running late, or running out of. It's the return that keeps us going. Been gone for way too long. Can't count all the roads we've been down. Try to keep it between the ditches till the dollar bottom bridges and the front window. Been gone for way too long. Can't count all the roads we've been down. Oh, we're a stone's throw. Oh, we're a stone's throw from home. Been counting down hours for hours, and now we're so close we can almost taste it. Only 20 odd my markers left for us to pass. Everything that we've been needing and missing and wanting is just ahead of waiting, giving us even more reason to drive slower, leaving them we do coming back. Been gone way too long. Can't count all the roads we've been down. Try to keep it between the ditches till the dollar climb bridges and the front window. I've been gone for way too long. Can't count all the roads we've been down. I will stone's throw. I will stone's
What's up? Hello? Nice, I got back right in time. That's a good damn song, too. Good bourbon music? Hell yeah, it was. I'm a big fan of theirs. Good day, bud. What's up, Four Horsemen on Twitch? What's going on, guys? It's good to see you. Who's here? Blade Runner's here. Joe? What's going on? And then one greener. Hey, buddy. How's everybody doing? I haven't seen you in a week or so. I've been on travel. I'm about to go on travel again. I'm everywhere. Everywhere. I just went out to the Carolinas. So I was down there for about a week. A bunch of really cool things are going to come out of that.
My man!
Cool across like multiple projects. Just amazing people that I'm getting a chance to spend time with at the moment. Adam, what's up, buddy? Adam, thanks for the 47 months over on YouTube, my man. I don't even know how many babies that is at this point. Like I can't do the math necessary to what's 47 divided by 9? What would that be? Like Johnny Cash? That was the Red Clay Strays. So most people know their work, their song Wondering Why, which is a great song. Done with chores and surprise live. Ronnie, life is good. I'm live every Tuesday that I'm home. I'm just never home anymore. What's up, Rob? Four Horsemen 5.22. I don't even know. What is that, like 2 511s? Just had some scotch. Yeah, I just picked up a bottle of Elijah. Random thought, jazz is just an ongoing accent and a wrong note strung together called a song. I like jazz. Yaz flute. Hey, Jeff. Jeff? Where you going, bud? What are you doing? Yeah, so I was in South Carolina, and something that I haven't done is pursued a whole lot of like personal relationships and from a sponsorship perspective. You know what I mean? I've never felt like there were companies out there that I was super interested in literally signing my name up to, you know. But there is one, at least one. Toasted barrel? No, this is it's a private barrel. Elijah Craig private barrel. I splurged just a little bit, celebrating a couple things. My daughter played her first, I'll get back to the partnerships thing here in a second. My daughter played her first high school game tonight. That's where I was right before starting the stream. Well, she's not in high school, but she got a hat trick in the damn game. Like, imagine your first high school game, being that gangster. Your first high school game, you're not in high school yet, and you go out there and you score 3 times, and your team beats them so bad. I mean, maybe those poor kids. They ended the game with a mercy rule. I didn't know they still did that. Brandon, thank you for the 50, buddy. Holy crap, my man. So yeah, her first, but she's not in high school yet. So our county has this cool thing where like the last year of middle school kids can play for the high school JV team. Well, she went out there. It sucks because, you know, I never played like travel sports growing up. I played travel baseball, but I was like, I don't know, second string. I rode the bench. She hasn't really had a chance to play school sports yet. Like, her middle school didn't have a soccer club at all. They didn't have a soccer team, so it was kind of a wash there. But she plays, like, for the Olympic Development Program, right? She plays travel ball, and she's been playing since she was, you know, up to my waist. Bro, she is so much better at everything than I was. And I was thinking about it on my drive home. I was like, man, that's the goal. You know? Like, that's all you can ask for. Like, she's a better person than I am, you know? Just like, she's smarter. She has straight A's. I did not. I graduated 270th out of 274. Yeah, she's awesome. Anyway, went out there, got a hat trick, first high school game, first home game as well. Pretty proud of her. Means you're a good dad? No, I think she just got all of her mom's genes. I think that's what it was. Yeah. The missus is the best thing to ever happen to me. Let's just put it that way. I appreciate the sentiment, and I try to be, but the missus is where all that comes from. Except for the athlete part. That comes from me. 100%. 100% me. Definitely. Is that you, AK? 4 Horsemen? Oh, yeah, so South Carolina. So let's talk about that for a second. I was down in both Greenville and Columbia. And I have met with like 5 different companies over the last like 6 months in this industry. Everything's going to be announced soon. I don't want to give too much of it away. But something that I found is, and I'm going to try to generalize this. I like themes more than I like, you know, this, you know, fake semblance of accountability. It's very much so in the like Second Amendment type space. Something that I found is there are broad takeaways of service type organizations that people will have based on one interaction or one thing that they heard about. There are absolutely companies out there that deserve to have their stories told, that are performing services that go so far beyond what expectations could be. And I mean, I run partnerships for like 3 different organizations, for Funker 530, for myself, of course, and for the National Association for Gun Rights, right? So I end up sitting in all of these rooms and talking with all of these different companies and people. Every company has great people. there are always good people at companies. What ends up happening is like they go astray from a leadership perspective. But sometimes you'll run into a company that's just like, how do I work with you? Like, how do I find a way to tell people about what you're doing? What buttons or levers can I press or pull to show people the value of what you do? Bring back Friday Nerf night. We've talked about it. The other day, the missus sat down at my desk. She was like, what's this crack on your monitor? And I was like, what do you think that is? That's the fucking Nerf gun. And then I was like, look at my main monitor. There's 2 cracks in my main monitor where the light backing is busted. Yeah. One of them is really bad. Like, this monitor is really bad. Like, I'm surprised it's still on. Jeff. Yeah. What are you doing? Hey. Goodness gracious. Sick. $150, dude. You paid for that crack? You probably did, Brandon. Sick. It's $150, bud. Dude, are you putting BBs in your Nerf darts? No, so the problem is, so for those of you that weren't here for Nerf nights, here's what we were doing. Is when people would send a couple dollars over to our Fit PC effort, which is, I would say, generally speaking, on pause right now while I work out some of how the donation works. But when people would send over a couple dollars to go towards buying PCs for veterans, my wife would, subject to the dollar amount, shoot me with a Nerf gun while live. I've been hitting the eyes. I was having to wear fucking eye protection because she's like 10 feet away. And then you assholes started buying like fucking belt-fed Nerf guns and having them shipped to the P.O. box. So then suddenly I've got, a basically barricaded machine gun nest opening up an entire belt of way too powerful Nerf guns. Like, these might as well have been BB guns. I've been shot a lot with BB guns, and it's fine. It's fine. I got it, but I don't think it was all that cool. You guys had a good time. I don't think it was fun. I think it was dumb, actually. Accuracy by volume. She started getting real good with it too. Like, I think there's a short little video, like maybe a YouTube short, where I was chatting, and like she's very pregnant back there, just hanging out with us, and she sends one at me, and it just hits me right in the eye. I think it's on the channel, actually. Shorts. Yeah, here it is. Here, let's get a taste of what Nerf nights used to look like. I just want you to know that I got my own GAT this time, so kid's gonna get it. I don't even have any ammo in it. She gave me an empty gun. Ow! Yeah, I think it's dumb. Myself, personally. Just if you ask me. That was a crazy shot. I hated it. That's actually one of my favorite shorts of all time. Like, I mean, I've probably published thousands of shorts in different capacities and topics and all kinds of stuff, but that's my favorite. F, yeah. That got me right in the face. Now, it's funny because I used to wear like the big like I don't know, vet bro glasses and everything, just because it covered so much. I've still got them. I think they were, what were they, Pit Vipers or whatever? True Purple Heart Incident. That's at least 30% at the VA from that. At least 30%. And then I would get to argue with everybody on the internet about whether or not I deserved it. Which is fun! Yeah, that's been a good time. on Twitter this week. A bunch of people that don't know absolutely fuck all about something telling you what it all means. You know, the irony to that is I'm literally filming a show right now about veterans benefits. Like, this couldn't have come at a better time. Like, literally, that's what I'm doing that right now. As that's why there's all this travel. I am going around to talk about the problems and challenges with veteran disability compensation. Seriously. And for those of you that, there's probably a bunch of people watching on Twitter. That's just the popular thing to do right now on Twitter, is to talk shit about, well, I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say it that way. I'm just being a little bit dramatic. The popular conversation that comes around every 6 months or so is, you know, quote unquote fraud in the VA disability compensation program. So I've covered enough of that on Twitter. You can go and check out all that stuff. This is a gaming stream. We're doing a great job gaming. Look at Swole, brother. You been lifting? I've always been lifting. I'm always lifting. Yeah, I lifted before I left, and yeah, I'm in the gym 6 days a week. Off topic, what does your hat say? Oh, this is a free hat I got. Transparent Labs. I'm a big fan of their supplements. I have no relationship with these people, but they sent me a hat because I've spent so much money with them. But if you do research into like the best protein that you can get, the best pre-workouts you can get, dude, it's going to be in the top conversations right there. Damn Caleb Hammer posting videos. Yeah, financial Jerry Springer, whatever the fuck he is. When life hands you a target-rich environment. Exactly. So I was like, wow, this is perfect. This is awesome. But it's kind of like that meme where it's the boxer where he's like, I'm going to go in here and throw hands. And it's like, wow, there's a lot of them. Eventually, I'm just like, look, if you don't understand, you don't understand. That's not my problem. Have your opinions if you want. Whatever. You know? Too many people kind of turn a specific argument or topic into like their whole life. That's just their entire personality, and that's all they'll talk about. Bro, I got other shit to worry about. Again, like my kid. Oh, I'm on travel again this week, so I get to go and do a fun thing with some fun people. Question: are you still working with that charity we did the raffle with? The raffle? Yeah. Yes, we are. So, because of all the travel, and that's why I said Fit PC is probably on a little bit of hold right now. Because of all the travel, I haven't had a chance to get back in touch with them to figure out why our donor drive shut down. Like, it was still, I mean, we were still working towards the next PC, so it's all still there. But for some reason, I think I wasn't live for like a month or something because of the travel, excuse me. And like suddenly the link stopped working. Like if you run the command !donate right now, if it works, then we're grooving. Like then we're golden. Transparent Labs sponsor for Ronnie. I'm good, man. I'm good. If I can get Echelon to sponsor me, well, they kind of do. They give me. They're my friends. They give me stuff. How old is cute Jeff? Jeff is 7 months old, but he's real stubby. Like he's a little bit of a chode, you know? Like he ain't very big. I'm expecting him to maybe grow a little bit more, but he's a little small. You know? He's perfect. I love him. Can't be found? Yeah. See what I mean? Yep. Yeah, there's something wrong with the link. I don't know. Did the arrow break yet? No, we're going to give it a go, though. If anybody can break it, I can. Is he a good boy? Yeah. Yeah, he is. He's a good mutt. Yeah, the participant you're looking for can't be found in the system. Yeah, super interesting. I don't know why it's doing that. Weird. Maybe it reset or something for 2026. I probably just need to log in. Let's see if we can figure it out. Donor drive. Bloop, bloop, bloop. No, that's not what I want. Log in? What the fuck? What is this? What am I looking at here? What the shit? Regiment. I'm gonna go to... Okay. Yeah, maybe it like reset for 2026 and that's the problem. Yeah, I think I just gotta set the team back up. It's gonna... Team. Nope. Restart your previous team. Yep. Continue next up. Yep. Okay. Continue to confirmation. Team captain. I am the captain now. All right, complete registration. Yeah. All right, we nailed it. So, hold on. Let me update the link. What the fuck? Where did you even get that? Hey, what are you doing? Oh my goodness. I wonder... Hold on, let's see if that link works now. Oh, no. All right, I gotta... All right. So, how do you... Here we go. That's what we want. That's what we want. All right, let's go to the chat bot. Stand by. I gotta fix this. It's such a huge part of what we do. Thanks for your patience. Remember what account? There we go. I'm just logging into Stream Elements to update the chat bot. Chat commands. Exclamation point donate. Yeah, we got a new link now. Save. All right. Now run the command again. That might only work on or it's certainly only going to work on YouTube. Yep, nailed it. Sick. Okay, so we fixed regiment. That was easy. I should have done that. But shows no contributions. Yeah, I can talk. Well, it probably reset at the end of the year, bud. Like, it's just different than the other way. Right? So we're not going to be able to track it in the same way that we used to. Does that make sense? Like, they're still going to let us know when they order a PC or something. But this doesn't go into its own pot because the way that I used to do it is basically you were donating to me and then I was buying the PC myself. That makes sense. Pepperidge Farm remembers green. Oh shit. I wonder if Lumia would work. I don't have any lights set up in here though. The only light I have that might work with that is right behind this black thing. So right behind the black thing is this green light that I might be able to connect to the network. I might not. I don't know. I don't have the LIFX beams anymore. Live stream troubleshoot, not the first, won't be the last. No, it will not. Oh, did you guys notice this? So Hornady is helping out with American Marksman. We're going to start doing some reloading stuff for American Marksman. That's another major change. I'm currently sitting on the next American Marksman video. The next Marksman video is going to be about reading Mirage, which is going to be a really interesting one. Like, so imagine you're inside of a building, right? and you don't have vegetation, you don't have a kestrel that you can read wind data from, how do you make a wind call? How do you know what the wind's doing? Well, you can use Mirage, right? The high plains comes to mind. There's not a lot of vegetation that you can look at out there. And Rob Furlong walked me through kind of the basics of how you can do that. You know, which direction the Mirage is moving, where they converge. Pretty interesting. Nice bottle of Craig by the rifle. Yeah, I just got it. Yeah, it's a private barrel. No shorts? Oh, well, I just walked in from my daughter's high school game, or soccer game. So I thought that one was going to be cool. And then there's the documentary that's in edit as well, and then 2 history episodes that are being finalized. I want to play Broken Arrow. You know, that's just what I want to do tonight. I haven't had a chance to. And if I get bored with Broken Arrow, I'm probably going to fire up Warhammer Total War, because those games relax me, and they're a lot of fun. It's a single stage because, and I don't want to run a progressive press. I want to focus on each round because of the amount of precision I'll need, right? Because it's not to just have extra ammo. There's 2 types of reloaders, right? There are reloaders that are trying to save a couple dollars on buying ammo, and you can, you know, I mean, it's really not that much, unless you're going way budget in. And then there are people that are trying to load for more consistent ammo, especially long range guys. That's the purpose that I'm doing it for. Now, there are a couple upgrades I need to do to the Hornady basic kit, but I specifically wanted a single stage press. Does Mirage ever make it hard to get a clear sight picture when it's really hot? Yeah, and you'll see all that stuff in there. Like, we'll show you Mirage through my scope, you know, and you'll see what it's doing to the target. And it's not just when it's hot, right? There's Mirage when it's cold. Yeah, it is really prominent when it's hot, but there's almost always Mirage. I just unload ammo. Hot loads are fun. Yeah, so one of the things I need to upgrade is the oh fuck. I'll talk about it some other time. I'm just gonna end up running my mouth about the reloading kit. But anyway, that's actually a major change, right? And most of that stuff is gonna be over on Pepperbox though. Right? When I start walking you guys through some of this, or at least walking you through what I do with that stuff, that's going to end up on Pepperbox. So I reloaded for a little bit, probably 10, 11, 12 years ago when I started on YouTube. But I never really went past just loading to try to save a couple dollars. And then I ended up selling all of that gear when I landed a new job and I just didn't have time. Are other people buffering? Looks like I had a slight problem with the internet, but it appears to have subsided. Reloading's fun. I like to do it to relax. Yeah. It'll help me a lot. I even when I go and like spectate and take part in competition shoots, I still run factory. So I'm running into extreme spread problems, high, low, vertical stringing, and that can be a challenge. You're out there trying to show impacts and all kinds of stuff, and if you're dealing with a lot of vertical stringing, you never know what's going to happen. Now, I don't intend to compete. It's just not what I'm into any of the stuff that I do for. But there will be times that I would just like for a little bit more consistency. I've got all that stuff sick. Yeah, so Funker reloads as well. So, and again, it's not my first time reloading. It'll be my first time reloading with a precision purpose. Right? So, a lot less eyeballing will go into it. But that'll be the point, right? So, the point will be going through some of the nuance to precision reloading as I learn it and work with people on it, meet people to come out and, kind of show the expertise and nuance of it. I mean, that's the purpose of American Marksman, is not to show me as an expert. I don't claim to be one. It's a very selfish show. It's for me to learn these things and then convey them on video. Jeff gonna eat dinner again tonight? Well, he better don't. Hopefully the missus brings home pizza. When he ate dinner last night, you know what she did? When he ate the dinner last night, she was like, Jeff ate all the dinner. And I was like, damn, I guess we got to get pizza. And she was like, oh no, I've got more chicken I can cook. And I was like, I don't want chicken. She was like, well, that's what I'm cooking. I was like, fuck. I don't like chicken. Chicken sucks. It does. Like, the only way that I like some kinds of chicken, but just like baked chicken breast, I'm not into it. Pan seared chicken, no, I'm not into it. I'll eat baked chicken, like, with skin on, something like that, and it's fine, but it ain't going to be my first choice. What brands are you looking at for presses? I work with Hornady directly, so I've got most of it set up over there already. It's a basic reloading kit, but that's the purpose, is to kind of show that you can go out and you can get a basic reloading press and reload from a precision perspective and still have a little bit better than your standard factory loads. Grilled chicken? Yeah, grilled chicken's fine. I'd rather have like a grilled steak or not grilled chicken. And if it is chicken, thighs, definitely thighs. I'm a thigh man. Not really a breast man. Hey, tits. That's what my brain reads. That's just what I'm going to call you now, because I don't, hey, it's, like, that that doesn't roll off the tongue the way hey, tits does. Right on, that's what I'm wanting to get as well, hopefully soon. I mean, if I had my choice, I would get the Area 419 press. Like, I'm a fan of Area 419 stuff. Look at that big chunky bastard walking through there. All right, we're getting into a game here. Highway to the danger zone. Bum, 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 bum. If I had more space and money, I'd play with the 338 ARC. A buddy of mine hunted hog with a 338 ARC, and it slaps. I've got a hog hunt coming up, so mid-April, myself, Mr. Herrera, Nolan, Tackett, we're all gonna go smoke a bunch of hogs on behalf of gun rights. And I'm filming a portion of that TV show and an American Marksman episode out there basically at the same time. So you'll get to see some of that output.
My man!
My man. Hey, Mosin, thanks for the 52 months, buddy. Is Pupper's done training for now? We'll probably put him back in another boarding school just to reinforce a bunch of stuff. In fairness, he hasn't traveled with me as much as I liked, so the amount of socialization he's gotten isn't as high, and the amount of time... Hey, Jeff. The amount of time he's spent on the leash isn't as high as I'd like to be. Alright. I'd like to fight mid. Actually, I probably want to fight Echo. Push Raptors out. I'm gonna see if I can get Rangers onto the point. I'm gonna drop them early. because I want to keep them from being able to use this, right? So I'll end up putting, you know, some recce in this building. I'd like to get recce up here. Those snipers. There is training that we do here at the house, but we did also put him through a 3-week boarding school.
Inbound. Flying the coordinates. Roger, flying there. New bearing set. New course set.
Shit. No, I needed you to fucking take him out. Oh my god, I lost all those dudes. Damn it, Raptor. I need it. I need that anti-air to launch again.
Airstrike is go for effect.
Let's go. Okay, at least put hits on him. I'm gonna push a Comanche up. Chicken, Mosin. Awesome, man. Yeah, the boarding school did great. Like,
Copy.
he's an awesome trainer. What's it called? Purist Canines. That's where we...
Roger that.
New flight plan received.
Got his teddy bear. See if you can see him. Hey. Jeff. Yay, Jeff. That's my Jeff. Alright, I'm gonna try and get Rangers pushed up. Pick him up. No. No. Not that fat body. He's too chunky.
Chinook here.
I'm wondering if I can get them pushed up to here.
Drop zone received.
Proceeding to the next base of fire.
Flying to coordinates. Thrusting forward.
That might... You know what?
Call my helo fat again.
We have... We have way too many fucking people on the left. I don't know why teams... I don't know why teams do this.
We're done here, RTB.
Move your asses, maggots!
Comanche, reporting in.
No party without Artie. Target marked, direct fire. Recon team, send traffic. Over.
Comanche, standing by.
Come on, take it out.
Heavy weapons ready. All ass!
Direct action penetrator. Recce team and a Moz. Nope. Nope. Yep. I'm gonna put them here actually.
Get in that building! Set up a base of fire! On our way!
We got. What even is that? Oh. Uh-oh. Get out of there. Wow, that Avenger sucks.
Scout team
Hurry up.
standing by. Air cav here. Everybody out!
Ouch. Ouch. My penetrator.
Driver, move out! Airmen under fire, awaiting orders. Smoke out! Airmen here, we're under fire. Mobile artillery reporting in. Direct fire, on my mark.
Comanche, ready.
See if I can't get infantry pushed up. I need more recce actually. So another special tactics team pushed up
That's a firm.
to there. Let's get a cav scout.
Pedal to the metal.
Ow! 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 Ow!
Who called the guardian angel? Shut up and let's go! Roger, Charlie Mike.
Oh, well, we got company coming in.
Mobile artillery standing by. Providing direct fire. Artillery at your command, sir. Direct fire engagement.
Comanche is mission ready.
We need to get some artillery on that fucking this whole ridge line here.
Artillery relocating.
And push up some supplies as well.
Copy. Relocating. Unass, everybody!
And I'm gonna push up Shorad.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint. All trench monkeys, dismount! Ready to rain down death. Engaging targets with direct fire. Recon
support.
Comanche reporting in.
Rangers ready for combat. Heavy cab, ready to roll. Scout team engaged in combat. Rangers under fire. What are your orders?
Wait. Yes, Mama. Yeah. Yes, I do. Hi. Love you. Thank you.
Artillery ready to fire, sir. Direct fire engagement. Heavy armor is on the field. Driver, move forward. Scout team ready.
Comanche at your command.
We get another SEP-V3 pushed up to these crossroads. Here you go.
Armored is rolling out. M1 Abrams warmed up and ready to go.
Bring this
Comanche at your command.
chopper to get some supplies.
Everybody out. Artillery in combat. What are your orders? Rocket artillery at your command, sir.
Wonder if he's got Recce back in the back line. Cause it's hitting shit at I wouldn't expect it to.
Heavy cavalry ready for action. Rocket artillery standing by.
Oh, good smoke, bud.
Direct fire on my mark. Artillery engaged. Send your orders. Armored transport engaged in combat. Brad here.
I see it.
MLRS ready to fire. Recon vehicle ready.
Comanche is mission ready. Flight plan confirmed.
Heavy cab ready to rumble. Armor moving out. Rocket artillery at your orders, sir.
I don't have any way to support you, bud.
Comanche ready.
Rocket artillery ready, sir. Target marked, direct fire.
He's out of fucking ammo as well. I need more supplies pushed up. Fuck, dude. Come on, get out of there.
New heading set. Solid copy. Air support mission inbound. Going for effect.
Oh, fuck. Wow.
Bradley in combat.
Come on. Fuck.
Abrams here. We're
Push straight across.
Troop transport standing by. Heavy armor.
And shoot that motherfucker.
Moving as ordered.
Comanche standing by.
Artillery on the move. Heavy cav is on the field.
Comanche here.
Mobile artillery
I'm gonna have to build up another push here. Yikes, bro. Mother's Day's coming up? Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Let's get some more HIMARS pushed out here. Put a Patriot out. Basically starting to solidify the back line a little bit. Keep them from getting too spicy. Oh, it's off by that much, dude. Yeah, see, he's lasing stuff in the back line somehow. Look at that.
5 by 5.
Interesting. That Gimler's is all over the place. Can you set it that way? To just land in that wide of a area? It's kind of crazy. I'm gonna lose echo here.
Someone asked for a ride?
Comanche is mission ready.
Armored transport reporting in. At your command, we unleash hell, sir. Providing direct fire. Artillery available, sir. MLRS ready. Send fire mission. Direct fire on my mark.
Want a full salvo.
Engaging targets with direct fire. Mobile artillery ready. Send mission. Direct fire engagement.
Take that B-fist out.
Comanche reporting in. New flight path set.
Come on. Active self-protection isn't that fucking good on that thing.
Artillery at your command, sir.
Comanche ready.
Alright. Let's get some infantry pushed up.
Let's take the hammer lane. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way. 10 Roger, we're rolling. Ain't nothing gonna get in our way.
Nice. Come on! Ah!
Anti-aircraft here. Landscape designers at your command. Artillery ready to fire, sir. Target marked, direct fire. Roger, we're Oscar Mike.
Another pally out.
Departing.
Bro, they are right in front of you, my boy. Yeah, he's just fucking sending it with that stuff, man. What the fuck was that noise? Stars! Four Horsemen, thanks for the 35 stars, buddy. Alright, I see it, I see it, I see it, I see it.
Direct fire engagement.
How do you do like a... I don't understand how you do a precision strike. Oh no, fuck. Hide. Get in there.
Ready. Rangers here, we're engaged. Air defense here, we're combat ready.
We need to get in. Just throw a couple of these into the fight.
Already there. Copy. Relocating.
Damn, he already took out my Patriot. Jeez. More stars. 4 horsemen, thanks for the 60 stars, bud. Thanks again, man.
Artillery standing by. Direct fire on my
Hey, Jeff.
Recon vehicle. Send traffic. Over. Ready to rain down death.
So, he's got Excalibur. Creeping barrage. Nope, that's what we want right there. Stop. God damn it. Stop. You gonna laze it again?
Brad here.
Can you laze things? No.
Rangers at your command, sir. 75th at your orders.
We need to get 2 war pigs pushed up here.
No party without Hardy.
Saw that. Came from here. Took out my HIMARS. Dude, there's gotta be some kind of recon on the back line.
Moving to new grid.
Anti-tank, here. Moving there now. Rangers standing by. Time to fingerprint that load. 75th Ranger at your
Come on,
command.
stay here.
Mobile artillery reporting in. Engaging targets with direct fire. Logi here, send traffic. Like a rocket sled on rail. Artillery at your command, sir. Artillery available, sir. Hooah!
All right, run across that field. You run across that field.
We're moving.
I haven't landed a single fucking hit on this B-fist, dude. I mean, another fucking HIMARS out, or 270 out here.
We're on the move. Mobile artillery standing by. Rocket artillery at your disposal, sir.
Oh, this whole fucking space is about to get just
Moving.
bopped.
Mobile artillery ready. Send mission.
Nope.
Artillery moving out.
He's got 20 rounds on him.
Get your gear, we're moving out.
Pick them up.
I didn't ask for seat covers. Surrender is not a Ranger word. Rangers here. Rangers lead the way. Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me. Brad here, go ahead. Artillery ready to fire, sir. Providing direct fire.
Dad's here. Motherfucker.
Rangers here. We're under fire. Throwing smoke.
There's a fucking...
Fly truck ready to transport. Cargo dumped. Ready to rain down death. Target marked. Direct fire. Welcome to the missile age, punks. Open fire! Smoke deployed. MLRS reporting in. Engaging targets with direct fire. Target acquired. Engaging.
Nice. Somebody just fucking saved my ass, dude. Alright, let's push up 2 Comanches, see if I can't cover with the air, and I'll get more infantry pushed up.
We're moving.
Come on.
Pedal the metal.
Need 155 points.
Roger. Moving to next waypoint. Moving out. Direct fire engagement.
Comanche, standing by. Eyes on target.
No party without Artie. Direct fire on my mark. Providing direct fire.
Got him.
Comanche
Nice. Back. Back, back, back. Back!
flying there now.
Fucking idiots.
We got a clear shot.
Rocket artillery at your disposal, sir. Target marked. Direct fire. Engaging targets with direct fire. Direct fire engagement.
Coordinates received.
Logistics ready. Recon vehicle ready for action. Get your asses out of my vehicle. Asses out. End of the line. Everybody out. Here, beans, bullets, and band-aids. You'd be blind without us. Need supplies?
Fuck.
Recon vehicle, engaged in combat. Get out in 10 seconds, not 10 fucking minutes. Let's go, boys. Light 'em up.
Come on! Take that fucking tank out.
Rangers engaged in combat.
I know you're exposed, but just shoot him. Alright, smoke. Smoke, boys, smoke.
Rangers in combat. What are your orders?
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude. That fucking door.
Hey.
How many live people are playing? There are 10 in this game right now. Oh my goodness, bro. I don't know what to do here. I'm just outmatched. And I got bunch of these guys. I could push up. I could just move to vehicles. See if we can make something happen with fucking tanks.
Driving to coordinates. Get those tracks moving. Move the fuck out, driver. Full speed. Target marked. Direct fire.
do have a marine deck. They're not very good. Sep V3 trophy right there that I need to take out.
Flight plan updated. Copy. Initiating attack. New heading set.
Back.
New flight plan received.
Providing direct fire. At your command, we unleash hell, sir. Moving out. Engaging targets with direct fire.
He hasn't pushed any helicopters though.
Pedal to the metal.
Artillery available, sir. Providing direct fire.
Come on. Do you enjoy the occasional cigar? I do. Yeah, I am a cigar enjoyer. Not a single one of those fucking rounds hit. There we go.
Killer egg awaiting mission.
What is taking out my killer eggs? They're just like quietly sitting back here. Something is back here.
Drone is en route.
Oh my goodness.
Abrams, ready to roll. ATGM carrier ready.
You ever drink whiskey with it? Yeah.
We're on the move.
What? Yeah. Yeah, I drink. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, how else are you supposed to enjoy a cigar?
Artillery in combat.
I don't even know how you do that.
Tanks are dead. We're in the missile age now.
Special forces reporting.
Come on, dude.
Casualties.
Like, how many times do I gotta shoot this fucking tank with another tank for it to blow up?
Smoke. Right here. We're combat ready. Killer egg is combat ready.
We're gonna lose by sudden death, man. This team is crushing us.
Anti-aircraft here. At your command.
Woof. Look at that. I had a .42 KD. But see that, like, this is the kind of shit I'm talking about. So this guy focused like only on killing dudes and had a 1.45 KD. Goodness. Ugh. And that's a good deck too. Like, I really like this deck. It doesn't have it's not great for air, which is kind of ridiculous that I don't use more air. I'm gonna queue up and then pour another bourbon. Let's take a look at this deck. See if I want to see if there's anything I can do on the air. So I've got 2 raptors. Not really. So if I dropped a raptor, I could throw in a nighthawk with 8 stormbreakers, maybe. I could throw in 2 of those. Can I fit in a spirit bomber with anything? Yeah. I can fit a spirit bomber in with 80 Mark 82s. And it's only 400 bucks. We're gonna give that a go. And I can basically just blanket an area with 500 pounders. I just don't know what else to change on this deck. I feel like I have too many transports. Yeah, I don't know. This is probably my favorite decks. Really, or pretty good. Infantry. Good standoff. Probably have a bit too much standoff, to be honest with you. Got javelins. A lot of anti-tank here. Grill a steak on what? Ja, is Ronnie fit? What are you talking about? Hi, Sandy. Giant light behind you. Oh, on the giant light? Yeah. Drop the killer eggs, give the B2 the nuke. Can I fit that? No. No, but I can get Jasms. Oh, almost. Now, what I could do here is find a way to lose 70 points by taking 2 little birds away. Oh, shit. I like the airdrop capability, though. 800. Yeah, see, I'm still over on the points here. Hold on. I'm gonna discard those. Nuke is a must-have. Cav Scouts need to bring 145 points CFV. Do they need it though? It's actually so rare that I use that. The one thing I don't get is enough time to strategize on this and know like what the best meta is. So you're saying this. Which I think I can fit if I do that. Yeah. Low-key one of the best units. I believe you. I trust you. I trust you. Implicitly. Implicit trust. What's up, Sandy? You guys play a lot of Broken Arrow? I love the game. I just don't have enough time to play it to really dive in. Again, I feel like I need to do something with air, though. I'm not airdropping all that much. Let's... Nah, see, I'm still fucking over, dude. I could drop the 35 for the harm. But I lose harm when I do that. I still can't. Bro. What? So if I put F-22 on there. Yeah, maybe this deck just isn't designed well to carry a nuke. Right? Like, I have no air other than the B2. 1 harm, 2 JDAM. Is that even possible? That's not even an option. Yeah, it's true, Grateful. So if I pull that... What happens if I really... Alright, now we're cooking here. There's some gas going on here. I'm into this. Okay. I'm here for this. Oh, I'm sorry. Here, let's do that. What happens if I push toes here? No, let's keep the Fletchers on there. Hey, Evolution, what's up, man? Cass, mostly Cass, Grateful. And so one of the problems that I have is I love using U.S. units. There happens to be a bit of a bias. What the fuck is going on with my... Oh, hi. Hey. There happens to be a bit of a bias when it comes to the types of units I like to run, but I don't use like the best shit that the U.S. has, which is their air. I don't know what I'm doing. Did you make enough for everybody, Moody Meatball? Hmm? Or did you just make enough for yourself? Eat more beef? I like beef. This is your first day here, Four Horsemen? Well, welcome. Most people are watching on YouTube, just so you know. Ditch the Raptors for the F-35s. I don't think I could do that. So we can't do that. That's what we were just trying to do. So... I mean, actually, I should be able to do that. What should I run with it, though? Just a couple JDAMs? So if I put, like, this JDAM on... 1 2K JDAM, 1 harm. So that. Right? I'm into it. That's the meta? Okay. I believe you. 100%. Do they have that bet? Are the stats on this better than the Raptor? No. Well, I mean, not base stats, but... Arms training, yeah, of course. Faster? No, it isn't. It's got a lower forward speed. Ever had 4 roses? Oh yeah, absolutely. A buddy of mine that I deployed with years ago loves 4 roses. No, I was wrong? Oh, okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm wrong all the time. Literally all the time. That's why I'm a bad person. Comparable. Now, what's like... I really like the idea of this deck, at least. Right? So soft for its infantry. And then of course you have the armor. But it's not not specializing in any one thing. You know? So I've got like specialty decks and stuff. Like I've got an armor specific deck. It's like this one. Yeah. It's got Marines in it. Best with the big JATM. How do you say that colloquially? The AIM 260. Flashbang. Maximum firing range is 200 kilometers. God. I don't know what a kilometer is, but that's far. It's so fucking bright. What's going on with matchmaking here? It's so disappointing that more people don't play Broken Arrow. It's such a good fucking game. I'm gonna turn that down. F-22, Super Hornet. F-15 integration later. F-35 integration later. This is interesting. Not yet operational, citing issues with integration. So I'm reading, right now I'm reading about this. And it's goofy because it says it's got a 9 kilometer range here, but it's a 200 kilometer range missile. My issue with Broken Arrow is building the deck. Dude, I'm going to be honest with you. That's one of my favorite things to do in this game. The problem is again, I don't spend enough time on the research. And I only get the chances to play, really, when I'm live hanging out with you guys. So I don't end up with the amount of nuanced understanding that some people do. And that's going to happen with, like, any game that I play right now. Hey, Jeff. Jeff. See what's happening on Twitter. This over here. That way I can still see what's going on. Oh, did you see this shit? Bro, I'll tell you what, bud. If you step out in front of my bike and I flip my bike over, and then when I try to get on my bike and leave, and you get back in my face, I'm gonna... yeah.
Like a fucking lunatic. There's kids running around here. Go ahead. It's all on camera. Go ahead.
Are you drunk right now, bro?
Go ahead.
Are you drinking?
Go ahead. Call the police.
Out of your
Call the
fucking
police.
mind, dude.
Call the police.
You lucky I don't fucking knock you out, bro.
Go ahead. Help me out. Go ahead. I'll call
Yeah.
the police.
So if you weren't there for the beginning, this is the beginning. Like, imagine some dude steps in front of you and he... Fuck, no. Right there, probably.
Are you fucking kidding me, bro?
For what? For what?
Get
Yeah.
stand in front of a fucking bike again, dude.
For doing what?
For doing what? Oh, man. Yeah, I did that guy too.
Safety, bro.
And maybe that doesn't make me a good person. Like, so I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing. Maybe I'm not a good person, and that's okay. I mean, it is what it is. You know, like, fine. But if you step in front of my bike and I'm riding with my kids and I flip my bike because you're too close and I have to crank the front brake, because that's why that happened, is he didn't have enough rear brake to stop himself, so he pulled the front brake to not run the fucking guy over. And it ended up locking up the front tire. And he endoed. I almost flipped, back when I had my double R, I almost flipped my bike because a raccoon ran out in front of me and I was real early in my riding experience. And I cranked the front brake really hard. Cranked the front brake really hard. And, you know, I had the bike sitting up like that. But no, that was really stupid. Really, really dumb. And then he had the audacity to tell the guy, he's like, "You touch me, I dare you." It's like, bro, I don't care if you call the police at this point, my friend. Like, that's fine.
Is the fake news. I mean, the New York Times, you read the New York Times, it's like we're not winning a war where they have no Navy and they have no Air Force and they have no nothing. And we literally have planes flying over Tehran and other parts of their country. They can't do a thing about it.
Trump
For
says
instance,
we've won the war.
If I want to take down that power plant, that very big, powerful power plant, they can't do a thing about it. It's like, take me. That's all they can do. And yet, if you read the New York Times or if you watch ABC fake news or NBC fake news, you'd say it's a close battle. It's not a close battle. We've won this. This war has been won.
Okay. Yeah. That's relative. The question is what now? That's really the question. Like, okay? I believe that we've established dominance. You know? Well, what does one mean? I don't know. Yeah, like, we did it. You know? Regardless of what side of the aisle you're on. Yeah, I don't do aisles. I don't care. Like, I don't... It doesn't matter to me. And I'm one of the guys that when the bombs started falling on Iran, I was like, ah, finally. Like, but let's be real about it, right? So, what now? You know, now that, and that's, I even like put a big long kind of thought out about this. It's like, my issue, I don't have an issue hitting Iran. Iran's been my enemy since I've been an adult and knew who my enemies were. And before that, they were. I mean, I didn't even know it. My concern is like, what do you do after you strike all of this stuff? Like, if they, and I believe that they are truly the world's largest sponsor of terrorism. Do we think that those issues that we found elsewhere, where power vacuums were filled with worse people, do we think that that won't happen? You know what I mean? Again, I don't have any issue with Iran getting its pee-pee slapped. None whatsoever. Why you say Iran is enemy? Well, they've killed thousands of Americans for decades. And they literally chant death to America. I don't know how to put this, bud. But if you stand in front of my house and say, we're going to kill you one day, you're my enemy. And at some point, I'm just going to shoot you in the face. That doesn't make me a good person. I don't pretend to be one. Okay? But that's just how it's going to happen. And if you pay, so taking it a step further, if you pay a bunch of people to continuously attack me wherever it is that I go out and about and teach them new techniques and like explosively formed penetrators and all kinds of stuff, you're my enemy. You have stated you are my enemy, right? And I don't want to hear the shit about Israel. I don't care. Like, I certainly don't need fucking Israel to tell me to be mad at Iran. I do not need Israel to tell me to be mad at Iran. I don't care. That's the problem. That's the problem in the world right now. It's like, oh, so you just want to suck off Israel. It's like, I don't give a shit about Israel. Not even the least. And it's got nothing to do with Israel. I just don't care. Not even a little bit. That's not my country. Nope. So why are you attacking? I'm currently playing video games. What are you talking about? I'm getting blocked? By who? IRGC was the brains behind all the bombs and tech and strategies. They are funding literally everybody, dude. I mean, longer than that, but how? I can't really do that without putting boots on the ground. It's not going to be quick. No, it's not. No, but the troll's getting blocked. I don't think I have any mods on Twitch, so it is what it is. He's not trolling. There are a lot of people that don't have 15 years worth of the intelligence community in their back pocket. I spent time watching the things that Iran does, right? A lot of people don't have that experience, and those that do aren't the ones typically talking about shit like this on Twitch. Just not the way it's not the way it works. Most Iranians hate the regime anyway. Yeah, I don't know if it's most. I know it's a lot. I am an Iranian citizen who loves my country and its government. Blink twice if you're under duress. Like, yeah, if you're not part of the IRGC, if you're not part of the Iranian government, the Iranian leadership structure that makes decisions, you know, Quds, whoever, you're not my enemy. Sort of. Right? If you're supportive of the things that your government does, whether that be ignorantly supportive of it or purposefully supportive of it, that starts to become a different topic of conversation. You know? Hey, did your gaming stream get taken down after the Funker stream did last show? No, it's actually, yeah, I think it's blocked. You know what's funny is you got guys like Hassan that'll go on there and, I mean, talk the worst shit you've ever imagined in your life. Just the biggest shitbag takes you've ever fucking heard. And I showed a BB gun one time, and guess who got taken offline? I did. Do you speak any Arabic? Just wondering, since 15 years of intelligence. I used to speak a little bit of Dari. I don't anymore. That would have been 10 years ago. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna run that Armored Rangers thing again. Deck again. I used to. They had it out for you last stream? Yeah, whatever. Keep playing Broken Arrow? All right, let's see if I can figure this shit out. Another mirror match. Hey Mosin, do you have your perms over on that platform? I'm gonna try and center up on this. And I'd rather fight mid. So we should have 2 going to the left here. I swear to fucking God, if we stack 2 more dudes on the right, I'm gonna lose it. I really just want to play for Bravo and swing for that. So let's push out air early. Like a grown-up. No. Infantry. 2. I'm just gonna push them straight in. And then, maybe, maybe I'll try and get some Rangers pushed in on, Silent Hawks as well. No, I'll try and get some Recce pushed in on, Silent Hawk. Nice work, bud. Yeah, I just don't have time for that. I mean, I hope we didn't, like, ban anybody for just a conversation, but... I mean, if we did, I don't care. It's not that big of a deal. I don't care.
Changing course.
What day are you back on Funker 530? So that's a big question mark at the moment. I'm headed back out of town very soon.
They won't hear us coming.
It might be a little bit. I've got today and... Oh,
Joint strike fighter.
shoot that motherfucker down.
They won't see us coming.
I've got today, really, and that's basically it.
Putting troops on the floor. Dumping cargo. Cargo truck ready. Let's dump that.
See if I can get more Recce pushed out. Decent takes, in my opinion. I mean, I don't try to. I just try to have my own and not somebody else's. You know what I mean? Like, if you hate it, you hate it. But it's mine. It's kind of my thought on it all. Keep us updated. Yes, sir. I will. I will. You know, it's just all these extra projects that I've got right now that they're a lot of fun. They're valuable projects from a information perspective for people. You know, one of them is, you know, discussing veteran disability benefits with a lot of really cool people. Episodic television type show. Shoot that fucking thing. What are you waiting for? India will invade China tomorrow. Dude, every time I leave, something goes wild. It's fascinating, actually. Need just a little bit of air support here. Let's get a vehicle pushed up, actually. Put a trophy up here. That's a great spot for
Rangers here. We're in combat.
that. And I ran so Jeff, you stink, bud. Far away. Uh-oh. Oh, nice.
Little bird standing by. Rangers ready for combat. I want a base of fire in that building.
Comanche at your command.
Hoo-ah!
All right, push in. Yeah.
Rock up, we're
This is
moving.
not going well. get Silent Hawk pushed up here. Bing bong.
Look alive!
Heading there now.
It's a linebacker.
Ain't nothing gonna get in our way. Power up, for fuck's sake! Chalk's on the deck.
Uh-oh. I see him.
Comanche at your command.
Night Stalkers reporting in. Quickly now!
What's up, bitch? Meet Chuck Norris, motherfucker!
First, ask questions later. Switch in position. Little Bird ready. Deploying troops.
Comanche reporting in.
Detachment Delta ready. Little Bird awaiting mission. Little Bird at your command. Last stop, everybody out.
Oh, I need another Moss team. Why do I only have one Moss? My intent was to put a Moss team here.
Little Bird reporting in.
Yikes.
Couch on it. Let's get away.
Nice. That's a good spot, dude. Uh-oh.
Comanche here.
Well, shoot that motherfucker down. Comanche. Alright, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. Stop, 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 stop.
Already there.
Fly truck ready to transport. End of the line. All out, please.
Actually, I want you to go right there. Let's get another Abrams pushed up. I'm gonna put him here. Cover this.
Armor moving out. Logistics ready. Ain't nothing gonna get in our
Oh
way.
no! Motherfucker!
Little Bird is mission ready.
Go get him, boys.
Smoke grenades.
Oh, I'm coming! I'm coming! Oh no! Shit!
Fly truck ready to transport. Last stop, everybody out.
Come here, you!
Need supplies? Cargo dump.
Comanche ready.
Rangers in combat awaiting command. Logistic vehicle under fire.
Oh shit, there's a ton of these motherfuckers in there, man.
Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me.
Alright.
command, sir.
Let's get some Mark 19 going. Mark 47.
Logi here, send traffic.
There we go. Hey, what are you doing?
Comanche is mission ready. Comanche, standing by.
I got good anti-tank. I've got a little bit of... I need to get some support in here. What are best practices for deploying your... I'll put it right there. That's a little close, but...
Good copy. Next waypoint received.
Oh no. Wow, that fucking hurt. What was that? Whoa! What did you just fucking... Did the Fletcher missile shoot at aircraft? That was awesome.
Comanche is mission ready.
Or the Fletcher rockets? Yeah, I guess they can. Oh. Okay, well that makes sense. It's APKWS. Yeah, of course.
Truck ready.
Okay. Yeah, that fucking thing's still sitting there.
There's a gunman here.
Okay, I need to backfill that infantry, so I need to get a Moz team pushed up here. And I need an AGL there.
Roger. We're on the move. And the line. All out, please. Rolling on double nickel.
I'd really like to get some Green Berets in this building. Or this one. Because they've got some range, don't they? 600 meters. 600 meters for a SCAR? Seems a bit shallow. I need more recce further out, so I need to... I'm gonna push... Oop. Nice, nice. Nice. It's crazy to me that...
Hey, check out this rooster cruiser they gave me.
that's happening right now.
Logi here, send traffic.
Alright, that's about... That whole spot is about to get fucked up.
Fly truck ready to transport. 1099, mission complete. All fully catchers, disembark. Logistics ready. Let's dump that.
I want javelins in that. That's got a 30mm on it. I forgot I put that on there.
Roger, moving out. Personal carrier ready.
Flight plan confirmed.
Maybe that was a little bit aggressive. Push the flyer up.
Moving there now.
Once I get some level of a back line set here,
All asses dismount.
I'm gonna put AGL in this building.
Comanche ready.
I'd really like to get some Cav Scouts in there. In this building, and I can push... that's what I should have done. Yeah, that's exactly what I should. Let's push the Javelin up. And I'll pull the Cav Scouts out with the A4.
Recon vehicle standing by. Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Need supplies? 10-4, we're moving.
Hell yeah, look at those awesome graphics that I have over there on Twitch, dude. Those are so good. That 30mm is nutty. He's running a lot of these Humvees.
Little bird. Someone call for a cab? All walking sandbag! Jump out!
Uh-oh.
Lead me, follow me, or get out of my way! Special forces here. Hot boxes.
Special Forces versus Force Recon, not gonna go well. Alright, that's helpful, but... I don't know, why did he do that? This seems fucking dumb.
Move in! Clear that building! Making entry!
Alright, so he's got... I need to get infantry pushed into that. Uh-oh.
That's a big 10-4. We're moving.
Where's that coming from?
Big road is ours. Like a rocket sled on rails.
Right there.
Little bird is mission ready. M1 Abrams ready for action. Cargo truck ready.
He's got men on the point.
Logi here, send traffic.
I don't have enough. Fuck.
Heavy weapons team taking fire. Delta Force, we're in combat.
Oof. There we go, there we go! Oh, plus the Javelin. Nice.
Fly truck
Come on back.
ready to transport. Abrams ready to roll.
Alright, I really need... Hey, I need to
Armor
recap
transport
this
ready.
point.
Roger, moving out.
B, let's see if I can't fucking just punch Delta straight up the gut here. Just, I mean, barrel right the fuck on up there, you know?
Rangers engaged in combat.
Come on, boys.
Where's your cruiser that gave me?
Get there.
Move to this building.
Come on.
On the road again. Fly truck ready to transport. Logistics ready. Ain't gonna pay no toll this time. Need supplies? Cargo truck ready.
just fucking me up, dude.
Weapons team in combat. Send your orders. Heavy cav is on the field. Delta here. We're in combat. Rangers standing by. Need supplies? Delta Force in combat. Send your orders. Throwing smoke.
Come on.
Popping smoke. Personal carrier here. I love big guns. Delta Force. Keep moving. Heavy weapons here. Go, go, go. Rod, move out.
Get out of there. All right, let's get my artillery in the fight. What the fuck is going on here?
Roger, moving to next waypoint. Artillery on the move. Good copy. Next waypoint received. Heavy cab, ready to roll. You like big guns too? Rangers ready for combat. Rangers ready for combat.
I need to get supplies on that side.
Check a leg.
That was too far for them to run.
Roger, moving to next waypoint.
And this needs... I'm gonna push these guys up in a little bird. Dump them off there.
75th at your orders. Check that building. Delta here. We're engaged. Let's go kick some doors. Smoke out.
Last man. You done good, bud.
Rangers here. We're under fire.
No, go back. He's gonna keep hitting that.
Weapons
Come on.
team ready.
Oh no. Alright.
Need some heavy firepower. Weapons team at your orders. We have a building to secure. Anti-armor at your command, sir. On the double squad! Get your asses in that building!
Open up, Abrams!
Heavy armor is ready to rumble.
Damn, the crew got fucked up, dude.
Weapons team here.
You guys are gonna have to run back over here. That's where the supplies are coming.
Mobile artillery standing by. Direct fire on my mark. 75th Ranger at your command. Snipers standing by.
He's almost out of ammo as well. Do I have enough for... two?
Roger, we're Oscar Mike. Artillery at your command, sir. Direct fire engagement. Copy, we take that building. Anti-tank ready for action.
He really wants Bravo.
Already there.
But you can't have it.
You like big
It's
guns,
mine.
sir? Check that building.
Comanche, standing by.
Unload the fucking...
Standing by. Everyone, dismount.
There we go.
Ready to rain down death.
Any better infantry up there? Oh, they surrendered. Well, that was easy. Check them out through the chat here, see what I missed. Hey, where'd the miss? What happened with the whole Nuggies situation? You can't taste your whiskey? Oh no. You got the tune stuck in my head? Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Well, that went better. Achieve more than 50% of your total kills with the infantry in a standard multiplayer match. Yeah, that went better. I'm gonna queue up again. I doubt well, I might not. I want to check back in on Twitter. See what else we can find going on. This is always fun. Better reward the content we want on X. More weight to impressions from your home region to encourage content that resonates with people in your country. Oh, that's cool. Well, we appreciate everyone's opinion on American politics. We hope this will disincentive. So much for Canadians doing nothing but talking shit about American politics. That's what the amount of times I have found a fucking Canadian that's like, I'll never vote for Trump again. That's because you fucking didn't. I bet you won't. I heard about this too. The 82nd being on its way, an entire brigade. Well, that's like 4,000 some odd dudes, right? Let's see what's trending. Gun enthusiasts clash over obsolete firearms and gear. Revolvers are obsolete, 1911s are obsolete, 2011s are obsolete because 1911s are obsolete, bolt actions are obsolete. Ooh. Ouch, bud. Yikes, man. Oh, stop it. Yikes, bud. Like, why you do that? I don't think bolt actions are obsolete. I don't think that in the slightest. Maybe a little bit though. There is an argument that could be made that accurized semi-automatic rifles are good enough until you start getting into more extreme distances, right? Like the Barretts of the world, the M82, 107s, those are not that accurate. They're really not. Struck a nerve? That one did. Yeah. Yeah, that one got me. Like normally these like follow a theme though. I don't see what the it's all under Doc Strangelove. Yeah, but that's only 44K. Not a ton of stuff there. Back to the homepage. Appear with puzzling features on their wings. New images of B-2s heading... Who is this? The Warzone. Oh, I like the Warzone. Epic Fury sortie show 2 vets with prominent squares arranged along their leading edges. Yeah, those are interesting. What are they? It's probably not going to tell us what they are, though. The MOA on semi-autos will always be subpar. I don't know, man. My son's a Liberty gun gave me a half-minute group. I've had worse groups out of my, you know, $6,000 KDEX. I get worse groups than that every time out of my MRAD. Well, not every time, but YouTube's deleting my comments about the ROTC guys getting the awards. Why would they do that? That seems really stupid. I thought it was 42. So did you guys see this? That the Army is raising the maximum enlistment age, but I thought it was already 42. Something, maybe it was 42 during the GWAT, and I'm just old. You know? Like, am I just old? Is that the problem? My algorithm sucks. All right, so here it is. Oh, that doesn't make it any better. We'll just keep it like this. Yeah. Increases the maximum enlistment age up to and including age 42 for non-prior service applicants. So it's all 42, both prior service and non-prior service. Eliminates requirement for a waiver for a single conviction of possession of marijuana. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'm into that. Ugh. Oh, yeah, I want that.
He's coming right over.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. What are they hitting that close? Bro. That's the dopest fucking A10 video I've ever seen. Well, one of them. Where is this? In Iraq? I don't know what that says. I don't speak that. Dude. That gun, or that, well, that flying gun. It was accurate. That plane is such a vibe, man. Is that AI? That better not be fucking AI, dude. I want this to be real so bad. Are there two videos or what? Like, am I, yeah, it's people standing next to each other, maybe? See that frame there? Where it jumps? Because it's the same flight. I think. Yeah, it's two different people. I wish that lady would shut up, though. Air show in the USA. Well, that sucks. It's not surprising, though. Because that's real low. Yeah. Air show. Yeah, I should have fucking looked at the chat. What do we have here? Is that a bus? That's a launcher. That's a TEL. I think. Maybe truck mounted artillery. Okay. Hell yeah, boys. All right, let's check the trending again. No, not articles. Where'd it go? Isn't there normally like a... whatever. Oh, God. I love X-Numbers so much. Like, I have a bunch of their propaganda sitting right behind me. I have their hat, their flask is sitting right back there. I can't call those languages squiggly anymore. My wife spanked me because the kids heard me say something mean. Some people pay a lot of money for that, though. So that's something to think about, right? So I'd call that a win. I'm no expert on, like, you and your deal, but I feel like that is categorized as a win. You can call them squigglies again. I think it looks like ramen noodles. Yeah. Anyway. Back to doom scrolling. Oh. Oh, what a vibe. I want to meet that guy. The poor F-22 is not it will never get an air-to-air kill at this point. It never going to get an intercept. I mean, we've got fucking subs that are sinking ships with torpedoes for the first time since World War II. But the F-22 it's just never going to get an intercept at this point. I mean, look at it. All right, what else we got? Oh, this thing's cool. I want to talk about this thing for a second. So, I've seen a ton on this, actually. So, this is a Smash 2000. It's an anti-drone optic. And the way it works is if you look closely, there's a bunch of wires going to it. Now, if I understand it, and if this is the exact same one, it looks exactly like it. I'm 90% positive I've got this here. The way I understand it is, essentially, as you're pointing it at the drone, it will pull the trigger for you at the most optimum time to do so. Seriously, it's pretty sick. And somebody was arguing in the chat. They were like, that's dumb. And I'm like, why is that dumb? That sounds awesome. You know what I mean? Like, I hope it, I guess if the safety's on, it's going to be fine. I just hope it doesn't shoot randomly without me telling it to. Because it kind of does that. That's what it's meant to do. It's meant to just shoot when you're pointed at whatever it is you're trying to shoot and get, like, the right lead. You know what I mean? We're sinking subs with artillery. Yes. Yeah, we did that. Well, we hit a sub. It was in dock, but it did happen. And what if that's my foot? Just don't wear your drone Crocs. Your Crocs that you have set up to look exactly like a drone. They make like charms for Crocs now. All my kids have charms for their Crocs. You plug it into the hole. Like it's not. I don't remember what it was. Like, I think the baby has like little flowers or something. Anyway. What if it starts shooting birds? Well, I feel like you'd have to point it at... No, so, well, then it's your fault. Because the way it works is you pull the trigger, and then you try and track, and then it'll fire when you're ready to. So, if you're trying to shoot birds, and you point it up in the sky, you're the one pulling the trigger. That's how it works. Yeah, but I did a ton of research into this about 2 years ago. Something like that.
Our job is to ensure that, and so we're keeping our hand on that throttle as long as hard as is necessary to ensure the interests of the United States of America are achieved on that battlefield. This president has made it clear that you will not have a nuclear weapon. The War Department agrees. Our job is to ensure that, and so we're keeping our hand on that throttle as long as hard as is necessary to ensure the interests of the United States of America are achieved on that battlefield. This president has made it clear that you will not have a nuclear weapon. The War Department agrees. Our job is to ensure that. And so we're keeping our hand on that throttle as long as hard as is necessary.
That got me. I'm sorry. It's not that funny. Oh, jasms. The jism. This is all I do. I just want you guys to know this. What throttle did it? Look at that fucking thing, man. Dude. The age that we live in where we have photos of things like this. Like even having spent the last... It'll be 20 years next year. I've worn the uniform. I mean, I haven't been up close to these things. It's just not my job. I'm fascinated by it. Oh, you can barely see it here. Look at this. It's a 70-year-old plane. Well, it's not. It's 70-year-old munition that it is loaded to the gills with. Look at that. Look at the detail of this. I was banned from the chat because I called the B-1B a boner bomber. Well, it's called the Bone. Don't they call the B-1B the Bone? Like, isn't that its nickname? What? You were banned from what chat? I love this movie, by the way. I love this movie. I don't know what's going on with all that. No. Alright, what else? Is there anything else? I like Defense 1 as well. Oh, this is the 31st. They're on the Tripoli, aren't they? The 31st? Aren't they like fucking full steam ahead on their way to... I want to watch this. Where can I find the full video? During a State of Defense interview. Tune in tomorrow for a packed program on the state of the Air Force and Space Force. You mean to tell me that you guys interviewed the 31st MEU and you didn't ask them? Like this guy, Chris Niedzioka. Niedzioka. I think I nailed it. Like, isn't the Tripoli what's on its way? It's going to be there by Friday.
When the lady met this fellow, and they knew that it was much more than a hunch. Left this group, must somehow form a family. That's the way we all became the Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch. The Brady Bunch.
Oh. Yeah, buddy. That one's real. Yeah, see, that looks a bit more right. The Last Samurai? Yeah, I love that movie.
That Iran is not a threat?
I think a lot of people have forgotten just exactly who the fuck you are and what you've done for this country.
And I know that he lost his wife. So I take this guy, Kent, who lost twice for Congress, pretty badly.
Joe Kent, former...
Are they using AI for that?
Congress, pretty badly.
Joe Kent, former director of National Counterterrorism Center, retired Green Beret, former member of a classified
Yeah, I think they're using AI to animate the photos of Joe.
Missions Unit.
So instead of letting him live out his life, I brilliantly have my people call him and offer him a job in security, essentially.
Trump is AI. He's definitely a Polak and you butchered it. Yeah, I feel like I nailed it. I mean, whatever. Supposedly the 82nd. Yep, yeah, I mentioned that earlier. The entire brigade, and I think that's 4,000, 4,400 troops, something like that. Something.
Very, very special people. And I just want to thank you because you're very, very special people. You were here long before any of us were here. Although we have a representative in Congress who they say was here a long time ago. They call her Pocahontas. But you know what? I like you. And I just want to thank you.
What
because
the fuck?
You're very, very
Why,
special
though?
people. You were here long before any of us were here. Although we have a representative in Congress who they say was here.
God damn it. What the fuck? They're using a nice a nice lookup table on these videos. Like, I'm into that. I don't know. I don't know what he's saying, but I like the lookup table that they're using here. I like the colors of it. It's a jarring.
Self-care.
Oh, no, it's not. That's not that bad. Well, it's kind of bad. It's pretty funny. Listen, man, if you can't laugh, probably my favorite movie, by the way. The Last of the Mohicans. Iranian-backed militia carried out a successful FPV drone strike on Camp Victory in Iraq yesterday, successfully hitting multiple... Oh, fuck you, bro. All right. Yeah, it's a Black Hawk. I think, right? UH-60, right? Yeah. It's just like fish-eyed or something. Probably tore up the rotors there. You could tell they're, you know, they've got the technology, but you know, from a flight perspective, they're still really figuring that out. Keg Seth. Yeah, I don't subscribe to the I mean, so let me be clear about something. I have my issues with just about everybody, right? I just about everybody. There was an old KGB guy. I don't remember his name, but he said he said something akin to, "Show me the man, and I'll show you the crime." Essentially, you can find something about somebody that makes them, generally speaking, you can find it about me. And I mean, my life is public enough that I'm sure there's something you could find. And if people make enough of an issue about it, it becomes an entire theme that'll be used against me until the day I die. I'm just kind of waiting for that to happen, for me to piss off the wrong person. But show me the man and I'll show you the crime. I think he does drink, you know, and I think there have been a couple very, very carefully chosen screenshots. You know, like the one with the champagne bottle. If you watch that actual video of him, he's not hammered. He's not like, he's all wet because he had just gotten dunked, but it makes him look like sloshed. You know what I mean? So I'm sure I probably drink too much myself. Like I just had 2 very large pours of bourbon. You know what I mean? But again, I've got issues with just about everybody. You know, drinking probably isn't one of them because I think it's something that's overblown. Personally, Yuri Bezmenov? No, let me look that up. Show me the man, I'll show you the crime. Beria, Deputy Premier from 1941. Yeah. Lavrenti Beria. Beria. I like birria tacos. Yeah. Yeah, what he was saying is like, if you go and you find anybody in the world, yourself even, you give me enough time with your full name and I will find something that I can spin into, you know, what is effectively a character assassination. Frankly. Ulysses S. Grant drank and won the Civil War for the Union. Yeah, so that's kind of my, well, sort of. So Grant's drinking problem is overblown as well. I mean, yeah, he was a drunk at one point in his life, but he actually got it under control pretty well. If you read the book Grant, it's pretty good. It doesn't shy away from his drinking problem. But that's also an example, though. So his political detractors, so the people that didn't like him, his rivals, blew it out of proportion, which is what you do, you know. I agree the drinking part was overblown. Yeah, it was. He isn't qualified. Yeah, that one's an interesting one for me as well. You know, like, I have two thoughts on it. Well, I mean, he's kind of my boss, so, but I'm not afraid to share my opinion. I have two thoughts on it. I don't mind somebody that has spent time closer to troops more recently in a role like that, right? On the other hand, I'm also a firm believer in the necessity of higher level strategy, right? The problem that I think gets, once again, blown out of proportion is there are things that happen publicly versus things that happen privately. And I know enough of the strategic level from very early in my career when we were standing up like an entire, what would effectively be an entire combatant command, that the outward personas of a lot of these guys, the way that they present things, like some of the people that would do like the press briefings and stuff, the press releases for a certain agency, were very, people hated them, but they were very kind people behind the scenes. They were just kind of being very forward about their leadership role. I'm not saying that necessarily applies specifically to any one position. I guess my point is there is a public persona for a lot of people, and then there is the people behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Qualifications are overrated. They can be. Yeah. AK guy? I have very nuanced opinions on Brandon and his race. I think that people going to Congress should not come from any political background. I believe that wholeheartedly. I think he's the perfect guy for it. Not least because I know him. But think about that, right? So think about for a second what qualifications means. You know what I mean? One of the things I do like about Hegseth as the Secretary of Defense is he does spend time with soldiers and he does spend time with the troops, and people give him shit for it. He'll go and he'll work out with troops and soldiers, and people be like, "Do your job," and I'm like, "Oh, I'm going to be honest with you. That's going to make me do my job better." It just is, right? From the things he says, strategy perspective, I've got my gripes with it. I do. I have gripes with literally everybody. I don't give a shit what political kickball team you play for. But when he goes and he works out with troops, like spends time with them in the morning, I know what's happening after that. He's going and he's sitting with the commanders saying, "Hey, are you getting everything that you need? Is there somebody's neck I've got to step on for you?" And the troops that are sitting there working with him, they're like, "Fuck, dude, the Secretary of War, Defense, whatever, just benched 315 next to me. That pumps me up. If you think that that doesn't resonate with young troops, you're out of your fucking mind. Right? If you think that that isn't effective, or that isn't a function that he can absolutely do. People think that it's not something that you should do because historically none of them ever done it. Well, that's because they were all old and fat. That's fine. It is what it is. He's able to resonate down with the lowest levels of the troops, and it works. I can tell you it works. 100%. 100%. Even me. Yeah, I'm into it. You know, again, I'm about to get out within the next couple of years, so I also look at some of the strategy stuff, the way that we're kind of approaching things. I agree with more than I disagree with, but going back to Brandon, if Congress is supposed to be representative of the people, right? Like, too many people attack Brandon for this all over the internet. It's the goofiest fucking argument I've ever heard in my life. He has no experience. What kind of experience do you want him to have? Do you want him to be a career politician? I don't want that. I want them to be representatives of the people. Right? I want a plumber. Go find a fucking plumber that wants to run for office. I'll vote for that dude right now. As long as there's an aptitude level there. I happen to know Brandon's aptitude. It's pretty good. I don't agree with Brandon on everything. I don't agree with anybody on everything. If I agree with everybody on everything, then I have no beliefs of my own. That just doesn't make sense. Like, what? Otherwise, we're just all sheep following one fucking path. You know what I mean? Like, 90% of things. There's gonna be something, though. Right? Like, Brandon has public positions that I disagree with. That doesn't make him less of somebody that I admire or think that would be pretty good in office. Better than Tony Gonzalez. Fuck that dude. He's more genuine than the vast majority of politicians. Nearly all of them. Yeah. I mean, so long before I knew Brandon privately, and it was more professionally via Funker 530. Long before that, he would always just give me the time. We would end up places for the past half a decade, just out. And when I'd ask him, "Hey, how are things going? You know, like, what do you got going on?" He'd honestly share. You know what I mean? Just a kind human being. Again, I don't have to agree with all of his political positions to believe that he's a breath of fresh air for the type of people running for Congress. Not at all. But again, if they are supposed to be representative of the people, people are like, well, he doesn't have any experience. He's a gun tuber. And I'm like, well, maybe he'll have some pretty good fucking positions on the Second Amendment. I don't know. That sounds awesome. Like, hey, that's a vote for me. Right? He might not be the best. Where I mostly disagree with him is on foreign policy. That was my life for a long time. Just, that's my bias, having spent time in intelligence. You'll find that most people that spend their lives in intelligence are a little bit hawkish when it comes to foreign policy, because we're watching things happen that most people don't get a chance to see, you know? Like, Iran can get fucked. I don't care. So can Russia and China and North Korea. Like, if they, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna blow your mind. If we chose today to put troops in Ukraine to be peacekeeping, I'd volunteer for that mission. I would. I'm not in a rush to volunteer to do that on behalf of Ukraine. Ukraine's not my country. But Russia is my adversary. So you're pro-U.S. intervention. I didn't say that. I actually don't believe that we should do that. But if we did, I wouldn't not support that. Right? See, that there's nuance to that, and that's what it's not a flip a coin thing, right? You guys have watched me talk about enough, and I'm not saying you have to believe this the same way I do, but you've heard me say enough that the entire purpose and function of 530 is so that we understand war and can make decisions around it, because I am not an anti-war guy. I just believe that if we understood what was going to happen first, like if we knew, like, okay, people are going to really fucking suffer, is it worth that? Then presumably somebody making that decision has arrived to the idea that this, based on the data that I have that I might not, because I happen to know that there is a very deep data set that I don't have access to, because I have previously had access to it. There is an entire data set that nobody on fucking Twitter's got. No, none of these podcasters have. I am one. I just happen to know that I don't have access to it. There is a ton of information that is being fed through our decision-making structure that nobody's got access to, right? The presumption, and it might be a naive one. It would be an informed naive one, but I'm not saying it isn't one that is naive. Is that data set was used to inform a decision in the best interests of the United States. Is that always going to be the case? No, certainly not. But then again, that's the job of the military, right? I still wear the uniform. You know, and that dives right into the fucking respectable position. Yeah, well, it's mine. It's nobody else's position, and it has my positions on any war are, you know, people say, do you support this or that? And I'm like, I don't know. If I say yes, then it's because I think it benefits the United States to support it. You know, it's not for anybody else's benefit. I actually had like a Ukraine volunteer come in for, just as an example, for the first episode of the Funker 530 podcast. And I was chatting with him. He was like, so do you support Ukraine? And I'm like, no. I'm generally supportive of Ukraine's success. Sure. Because I think that Ukraine's success is more beneficial to the United States than Russia's success. And that comes from all those years with access to that data set, seeing the things that are happening behind the scenes. The interesting thing about an opinion, a truthfully held, legitimate opinion, a legitimate opinion cannot be false. It can't be wrong. It's not possible. It can be formed on bad information. Sure. Yeah, absolutely. If you have a bad, or if you are interpreting information the wrong way. But your opinion itself can't be wrong. Right? Does that make sense? So the foundations of opinions are always what matter very much to me, rather than the opinion itself. And people oftentimes confuse opinions with principles. Principles guide opinions. Two people with the exact same principle can have very different opinions. Two people looking at the exact same data set and information can arrive at very different conclusions. Are either of them wrong? When it comes to something qualitative, again, an opinion, not necessarily is a 1 a 1 or is a 2 a 2. It's, more assessment based. What do I think is going to happen? Also, you're allowed to be biased for your own country. Yes. Holy fuck, dude. People say that kind of shit to me all the time, and I think it's hilarious. They're like, yeah, well, we do it too. It's like, yeah, I know, but that's my fucking team. Like, brother, hey, I get it. We kill people too, but that's the home team. Right? I'm not going to cheer against the home team. I'm just not going to do that. I'll be critical of them. I'll be like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you doing that? But I'm not going to... fuck you. No. But yeah, that's a great point, dude. Like, I absolutely hate that. Especially when I say... so say, for instance, not too long ago, I actually put out a tweet, and I was reading the tarot cards on this one. It just made the most sense to me. It's a logic-based argument that Russia was providing targeting information to Iran because they started to get really fucking effective. I mean, really effective. They started nailing shit for a little while. For the first couple days, their response was like just fucking. It was flailing. That was the best way to put it, is a flailing response. Then they started hitting important shit. And I was like, okay. Targeting just got weird for Iran. Somebody has started providing essential targeting data to Iran. Who is that right now? Well, China has economic ties to Iran. They do have some military sales, but most of the relationship that they have is very economic focused. They're trying to make money. China's trying to build its economic base right now for the long game. They are the long enemy for the United States. Russia has military ties to Iran. Intelligence sharing is a military function. It's literally a military warfighting function. So I was like, man, the shaheeds, whatever, I don't care. Russia losing that from an access perspective, the United States' provision of aid and support to Ukraine over the years, Russia is probably providing this intelligence. Not more than 24 hours later, it was a bunch of articles that were like, yeah, it's Russia. They're providing targeting information. And I was like, hey, I told you. And everybody was like, well, duh. Like, half of you motherfuckers told me I was an idiot. Like, there is logic that's built into this. And then the other half of people were like, yeah, well, we're doing it for Ukraine, so what? And I'm like, well, yeah, but I've been rooting for that team my whole life. You know? I understand that we do it, and this is all par for the course. This is table stakes, man. I don't need to be told that the provision of intelligence, the espionage game behind the scenes is table stakes. I don't need to be told that. But I can still recognize that my adversaries are drawing lines in the sand, and it is essentially validation of this structure behind the scenes, once again, of lines drawn in the sand and who is an adversary and who isn't. It's effectively bricks, really. I mean, that's more of an economic thing, but I'm allowed to say, hey, well, I told you. Trump wouldn't have stood up for Taiwan anyway. Yeah, I don't think that there's American popular support for that anymore. You know, I mean, we have plan after plan after plan ready for that situation. Like, if you're familiar with O plans, operations plans, I mean, there are con plans, O plans that are just ready. I mean, we have that shit for people. Like, think it's funny when I find an article that comes out that says something like, we're planning to do this. And I'm like, bro, if you can just imagine a plan for the invasion of literally any fucking country, we probably have one. It's all we do. We spend more money on wargaming than most nations spend on their entire budget for the military. In fact, we spend more money on wargaming than entire nations have fucking gross domestic power. And that's just games. Literally just fucking games. So when we pull off this historic raid in Venezuela, right? Whether you support it or not, you have to look at it for its merits. And from this perspective, you don't have to do anything. Do whatever the fuck you want. But if you do look at it from its merits, the United States remains a fighting force unlike anything across the globe. The amount of hegemony that we have, the amount of force that we can project to anywhere on the planet is unlike anybody else. And it's because we do shit like spend $1 trillion on military research and development. Not seeing much tech from the Russians. Well, I mean, you are. It just sucks. I'm still waiting for, you know, all the people to say that were saying like, well, Russia's got a hand tied behind its back right now. We haven't seen the real Russian military. It's like, well, we're coming up on 5 years in. All right, we're in our 4th year at least of them trying to take over Ukraine. It is a stated objective of theirs, and it ain't happened yet, right? But with what technology, what technology are they hiding behind the scenes? What military are they hiding behind the scenes? If they send any more of it forward, it'll be the rest of it. Kind of got off on a tangent there. Anyway, yeah, I have positions across the aisles, and I just people. Well, here's what I'll leave you with. Sometimes I'll just be working through the comments on X. I do like X. I hate it at the same time because it's turned into just something that I don't vibe very much with. You know, like you can't post about anything unless you're trying to be a very serious network, you know, newsman. Like you can't just share things with people anymore. You know what I mean? They'll call you unserious. Like, yeah, I am kind of unserious at times. I don't care. Like, I've always been that way. I'm sorry you're new. But something that I'll do regularly is I'll just go poking into the comments on stuff that I'm interested in. A lot of it's geopolitics type stuff. A lot of it, you know, maybe even some gun stuff here and there. And I'll find somebody that made just a comment that I agree with in its entirety. I'm like, wow, man, that really, I agree with you. And they've got me blocked. And I'm like, I've never interacted with you in my life. We take this like, we have this belief that we can watch one stream or we can see one tweet or we can, you know, just build this idea of who people are based on what social media interaction is. And it's not the way life works. It's not real life. Social media is not real life. First of all, Twitter incentivizes short form positions on very complex topics. It forces very much a for or against binary position on things. You ain't gonna get one out of me on most things, right? I mean, there are a few. But the ones that I cover primarily, I mean, war, fitness type stuff. There's a lot of complexity to those things. Like if on the fitness side, people will be like, well, you know, if you're fat, you're not fit. It's like, well, it depends on how you look at it. You know, what is fitness? Is it having a six pack? I don't know. Right? Whose measurement scale do you use? Do you use the military's BMI chart? Because I could tell you, I had to be taped. I just got my height and weight done. Actually, this time I didn't, and I was kind of pissed. I was actually pissed I didn't have to be taped. I was 188 pounds, and at 5'10", I can be up to 189. The last time I did it, I had to be taped. I'm like 11% body fat or something, 12%, something like that. I was pissed I didn't have to get taped. But is it whose measurement do you use for that? And the same thing goes with like war, right? Or with a lot of these very broad, complex topics that are just so far beyond what 180 characters or whatever can be representative of. And they say, well, I've been paying attention to what you're saying. It's like, okay, well, did you see the part where, you know, I was covering other stuff? Right? There might be positions that I have on this thing, and you know, on this thing over here, it's just a little bit different. Once upon a time, political differences were solved in back rooms with conversation. And now, because of the way that we treat social media as almost this town square for political debate, you're not able to dive past the talking point with people. And you end up categorizing them in some way into this, you know, again, almost a my enemy thing, right? And if you have those conversations at the soccer field while you're watching your kids play, they're entirely different. And I think that's where the conversation needs to shift back. If you haven't noticed, if you follow me on X, I know most people are on YouTube, but if you haven't noticed, I post a lot more kind of just personal life stuff these days. And I'll touch on a couple key ones, like the veterans benefits one. I jumped in on that. But that's because there's no reason for me to be conversing about broad, complex topics on a forum where somebody's going to read one, 50-character tweet and have me figured out. I don't have time for that. I don't have time to be like, focusing on explaining myself all the time, because it does matter to me. There's a reason that my name is public and stuff. It does matter to me that when I do have a message that I'm hoping to push out, that like it can be attributed to me. You know what I mean? So when I have the opportunity to do something longer form on something more nuanced, that's why I don't do a lot of short form content. You won't find a lot of talking head type stuff from me on Instagram. You won't find a lot of it on YouTube. In fact, I think it poisons the mind. That's why I still do the Funker 530 stream, because it's an hour and a half that I'm able to dive in and extrapolate my thoughts on things. But doing that on Twitter is just toxic anymore. It just doesn't work. Right? There's people that have positions on things that I think are abhorrent. Some of their positions on other things, I agree with very much. And I'm following a ton of people. Some people have reached out to me. Here's the thing I'll leave you with. Something to keep in mind is that I'm following some fucking weirdos, because sometimes they share some good footage. Okay? A follow is not an endorsement. A follow is, I might need to see your posts in the future. There is at least it depends. I'm not going to sign up for this because I do have another major trip I've got to start on Friday. But there is a small possibility you do have credibility. It's relative. Credibility is relative, right? Think about this. The amount of time I spend behind a bolt action. I wasn't trained for that. I wasn't a sniper. I'm not an avid hunter. I don't compete very often. But I can sit here and I can talk to you about the internal and external ballistics of that rifle, even its terminal effects, for hours. Is any of that information going to be wrong? Here's the thing. I know, man. I know. Russia is most definitely winning. Cope hard, clown. Go away. Nobody cares about you. Like, I don't think about you at all. I just want you to know that. Like, your kids probably don't think about you. That's probably rude. I mean, they probably don't, though. Nobody cares. Sure. Oh, whatever. Cocaine's a hell of a drug. Yeah, it is. The unhinged model. Good night. What I was saying before. What's his fucking name? No World Order 2023. Stepped in with his opinion, which is fine. You can have an opinion, and it can't necessarily be wrong. I already went through this. It can be stupid, and that one's pretty stupid. If you could just go ahead and win, then if they could just tell you what, I believe you. Let's just go ahead and win then. So that we can just stop with the whole thing. So just knock it out of the park, finish negotiations, whatever the fuck you think you got to do. But that hasn't happened yet. So there is some chance that I'll do the Funker 530 stream on Thursday. If the likelihood for that being higher if something kicks off. Now I have something special that I have to do for about 10 days. I told you guys I'm going to Europe. Once I get back, I'll tell you all about it. I'm not telling you where I'm going. I'm not putting that out there because I'm quite literally just going to make sure that my child is safe. So this might be the last time I see you for a little while. I'm going to try to be live on Thursday. I've got to pack. I've got to do all sorts of shit. I signed up to be somewhere this weekend. I might be lying to you right now. I'm going to have... Nope. No, I'm not lying to you. This might be the last time I see you until maybe the second week of April. Right? Just be kind to one another. Right? There's no reason to be hating people online because they believe something different than you. There could be a very real reason to hate people, but you might not know that. I don't hate anybody. I don't know people well enough. I don't care about people well enough. Just remember who killed Yeshua, the Jews. Oh no, the Jews are coming. You're in the wrong neighborhood, bud. You're in the wrong neighborhood, man. I don't care. I don't care about anything that you say right now. But good night. Go be great. I will most certainly continue to be posting lots on Twitter if I don't go live sometime between now and my departure. I'm not going to put out there when exactly that is and when I get back. But we're looking at around about the 3rd week of April. Okay? I love you guys.
Good night, ladies.
Good night.